Would be Ryan the Great, and today we are live commentating the Bills versus um, Dolphins Thursday Night Football, guys, on Prime Video. This one is on, and we're just starting off right now. We're going to get touchback here to start off this game. This is our first game of the year on Thursday Night Football. Well, not technically, it's not the first Thursday Night Football. It's the technical first Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime of the season. So, yeah, I mean, last week, and now we're getting to a Tagovailoa here, and the Dolphins to start. To a Tagovailoa, 338 passing yards last week against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the starting running back, Devon Achane. We did not know if he was going to play today. He is in there. Raheem Mostert, the guy who they switch in there, he is out tonight. So we start off with a pistol formation for the Dolphins. And Tua will throw. He throws this one near the sideline. And on the out route caught by Jalen Waddle. He is the number 2 receiver to Tyreek Hill. And obviously, they're looking for big days against this, I don't want to say improved, but new Dolphins secondary. And Tua last year, I mean, a really good year for him. Had the most passing yards in the NFL. Played every single game. I see Mike McDaniel, 21-14 as a head coach for the Dolphins, but unfortunately 0-2 in the playoffs. And here's our first carry to that's not A-Chain. That is actually that is A-Chain, sorry. And I'll bring up third down. Now listen, Jalen Waddle on my fantasy team. I need a big game out of him tonight. Let me see Tyreek Hill. Obviously, he's had his run-ins, and he's been in a bunch of controversy over the past week. No controversy in this game headed to Miami, so good to see for him. Power I formation for the Dolphins. And there's going to be a fullback dive, and getting the first down is going to be the fullback, Alec Ingold. So a bit of trickery, if you will, for the Dolphins to start this game. And Dolphins not going particularly fast. I'm kind of surprised. Last time, obviously, when the Bills came in here, they were able to beat the Dolphins and claim the division after the Dolphins went on a bit of a losing streak in December. Something they are known to do. Here's a pitch to A-Chain, and he will be taken down in the backfield. Rasul Douglas, and he's supposed to be one of the standouts in this new defensive secondary for the Bills. And you just see Douglas here goes unblocked, and he was supposed to be blocked there by the tight end Hill, but he just misses him. I mean, doesn't get low enough, and Douglas just is able to get by. And now 2nd and 13. I did not realize how much the Dolphins love pistol formation. Here's a fake. Tua will throw. Has all day. He is going deep for Hill. Overthrown. Could have been intercepted if Benford would have went a little deeper there. Hill saying that's my bad, but nonetheless, it's going to be 3rd and 13. And Tyreek Hill last week had an 80-yard touchdown catch against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And great job there by Benford. I mean, if Hill would have ran an out route or a dig, he probably would have got burnt. But he committed on the post, and he ended up reading the route correctly. It'll be 3rd and 13. Looks like Hill's going to come out for this play. And Tua will throw. He drops back. He throws over the middle. It is intercepted! And now getting to the 50, knocked down inside the 40 is going to be Jamarcus Ingram, the corner, and the first interception of the day. We have a turnover. I think a bit of miscommunication there on the pass, which led to the interception. And I think that was to Dubose, the That was to DeBose, and he just didn't expect it. The throw was a little behind. I don't think he expected it to. Maybe he didn't get it. Maybe he ran the route a little too long. I'm not sure. But here's Josh Allen to start the game. He starts out with a completed pass to Dalton Kincaid, who's going to fight his way for about 9 yards there. Second and 1, and the Bills, they are hurrying here. Second and 1, you have Cook in the backfield. Watch these linebackers. Here comes the blitz, and Cook's going to get it. James Cook with a first down. And he has been the standout back for the Bills in these past 2 years. And you see Josh Allen, he is wearing that glove on his left hand that he injured in the game on Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. Apparently he was practicing in it this week, and now he's using it here. Allen will throw. Here's a screen again to Kincaid, and a solid gain there on first down. So it seems like the short game is working so far for Josh Allen and the Bills. They're continuing here with this hurry-up offense. And great job there. You see the blocks. Good job there from receivers and whatnot. Second and 2. Mac Hollins in motion. Here's a fake to Cook. Allen under pressure. He's going to throw this one. Just going to throw it away. It's incomplete. Keon Coleman in the area, so no intentional grounding. It's now 3rd and 2. And you see Josh Allen had a great week last week, but against Miami, including the postseason, 11-2, 286 passing yards a game, 36 passing touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns. So against Miami, Josh Allen always steps up to the plate. And we'll see if he can do it here tonight. His defense set him up beautifully, but he's got to do it here on 3rd and 2. Curtis Samuel in motion. And here is a run that is going to go absolutely nowhere. Ty Johnson, the backup running back, shut down in the backfield. And we'll see what Buffalo does here on 4th and short. And the offense has not budged, so it looks like McDermott is going to go for this. And yes, they will. James Cook subs back in. I also do have some free Reek signs are in the crowd. That is something. I do have some bets tonight on this game on Stadium Live. So 4th and 3, timeout taken by Buffalo. We're not able to get in position. Had Samuel in motion and all. It looked like it was going to be some sort of trick play as Samuel was lined up behind Allen there when he went in motion. So not entirely sure what was going to happen there, but nonetheless, the Bills will use their first timeout. All right, 4th and 3. Cook in motion here. He's going to move back in the backfield. Watch this blitz. It's going to come in. Watch off the edge. Here it comes. Allen just dropping back. He has Cook wide open in the flat. And James Cook is going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. The Bills strike first. And it is James Cook who receives the touchdown. 6 plays, 37 yards, 2:27 taken off the clock. So the Bills are able to convert here. And you just see the assignment. Great job by the Buffalo Bills receivers just taking out David Long Jr., making sure he can't get to James Cook. That play is designed so James Cook can get open. That play's designed for David Long to run into those receivers so James Cook can get it in the flats, and it was executed perfectly. See, if he runs into those receivers while they're running the route, it's not considered offensive pass interference. But off the turnover, miscommunication from the Dolphins turns into fortune for the Buffalo Bills. They lead with 9:49 remaining in the first quarter, 7-0. I mean, Dolphins got an answer on that one because they turned the ball over and just got scored on. That whole A chain play just completely messed them up. I mean, Jalen Waddle got me like a few fantasy points right now, so I don't think I have Jeff Wilson in, but like, what the hell is he gonna do? There is no way this trade was proposed. I just got offered Sam Laporta. I just got offered David Njoku and Keon Coleman for Sam Laporta. Come on. Listen, Laporta's not doing great, but I'm going to need more. Njoku's going to be out for a couple weeks with a ankle injury. So I ain't accepting that one. But I need Jalen Waddle to come through tonight, baby. Like, listen, see, I also need some Jeff Wilson snaps because I'm struggling over here with my running backs. I'm really struggling. Listen, even now Jordan Love's out, and Christian Watson is just. And a touchback here for the Dolphins. As I said, this ball's got to be moved out to the 35 or 40. No one cares if it's moved out to the 30. I'm so cooked. So cooked in my league because my running backs are now always hurt. And fake the A chain to start. Tua just trying to dump it off here, and he gets it to Jonnu Smith. And now Smith with a couple blockers in front gets to the 45 and a first down for the Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, he was another one who was a part of that Tyreek Hill incident. He wasn't too much of a factor, though. He was just kind of in the scene, I guess you could say. No Tyreek Hill out there on this play. I'm surprised. I haven't seen Hill in these last few plays, but I think we'll get to see him eventually. I don't think he's out there. That means Jalen Waddle's going to get some catches. I don't mind it. And they're going to give a fake to A-Chain and our end around here to Waddle, who's going to try to get up the sideline with blockers, and he gets around 5. Probably would have done a better job if he would have cut inside, but nonetheless, gets about 5 there. And Hill's going to come back in. I was going to say, like, where the hell's he been? It looks like Waddle's going to step out here. not playing Waddle and Hill at the same time. Seems like they're getting split reps here. Maybe that's, I don't know what the reason is, but I guess Waddle just needs a bit of a break here. See what Hill can do. Hill's kind of lined up interestingly, and he's going to get a jet sweep as well. Here comes Tyreek Hill, the speed, and he will be knocked out of bounds, not before getting the first down, and he is just so quick. Definitely the fastest man in the NFL, and he just kind of lines up here behind the line of scrimmage in like a squat position and just, I mean, he doesn't even really need blockers. He was just speedstered his way for the first down. I mean, I don't know what else you want out of this man. Tyreek Hill last week, 7 catches, 130 yards, and a touchdown. And here's a fake, but a flag, and it looks like there's going to be a false start on the Miami Dolphins. So the last time they lost yardage, their drive ended in an interception. So hopefully for them, they do not have that happen. It was the backup tight end Hill who, actually, I don't even know who their starting tight end is actually. They have like a million. Is Jonnu Smith the starter? Like, I don't even know. Nonetheless, it's 1st and 15. And Waddle's back in there. He's in motion. There's another pitch to Devon A-Chain. And A-Chain with some blockers in front, able to pick up a lot of yardage there. And he's going to be marked a yard short of the first down marker. So that time on the pitch, Devon A-Chain able to get a solid chunk of yards. And just look at the blockers up front there. Great job by the Miami Dolphins on the inside. The Bills trying to cover that sideline as a running back and receiver, you're trained to go up the sideline, but A-Chain there has the speed and realized he had the blockers to stay inside and get 2nd and inches here, and we'll see what they do. I mean, the Dolphins are in great field position now. Another handoff to A-Chain. He gets the first down and more. A-Chain inside the 25. And another first down for the Miami Dolphins as the run has pretty much gotten them through this drive. And you see Bobby Babe? Okay, I'm not going to, I'm going to end up saying something stupid if I try to pronounce that last name. The Bills' defensive coordinator, he's got to find a way to stop this run, and it is absolutely dominating them on this drive. You see Hill in the backfield, once again in that squat position. And Tua kind of lost it there. A-Chain gets the carry, and luckily for him, he doesn't lose any yardage, but also doesn't gain anything either. A-Chain's going to come out here. And I don't know. It wasn't really the best snap. Tua just had to kind of maintain it there. Second and 10 coming up. Hopefully for the Dolphins, the snap is a bit better. Berrios in motion. Tua the throw. Has time. Throwing in the flats. This one's caught by Jeff Wilson. And he will get a solid chunk of yards there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd. And I need Jeff Wilson as he's starting off for me this week. So, because everybody's injured. And you see Mostert there last year tied for the most touchdowns in the NFL with Christian McCaffrey with 21. But this year, kind of got limited snaps last week against the Jaguars and injured here with a chest injury. Tua will throw. He is going to throw over the middle. It is caught by Jalen Waddle. He tries to get it to the end zone. Did he get in? He did not, as he is stopped short at the 1. Damn it, my fantasy points were there. Jalen Waddle, I don't know if he's pissed that he didn't get in the end zone or if he's loving that he got to the 1-yard line. Either or, nice play there. I mean, Tua looked like he was going to run, but a nice throw in between the linebackers, DeMar Hamlin there on the tackle. And you see, no one's really defending him there. I mean, I think they expect him to go on that out route. That's kind of the play design, to just defend the out. But yeah, he definitely is down before the the line of script, the goal line, and A-Chain, he is down, and the ball is loose. I think he was down before the ball came out. There is a flag, so I don't even think the play would count nonetheless. Dolphins got a bit lucky there, and doesn't even matter. It's a false start on Miami. Eichenberg there, the right guard, a little too anxious. And now Miami will be forced to regroup here. Can you get it to Jalen Waddle? Because I kind of wanted those fantasy points. I'll be honest, I really don't see the false start, but maybe I'm dumb. It was a late flag too. So Tua has no one in the backfield, but it looks like A-Chain's going to move in. Hill also kind of moves more inside as well. Waddle's not out there. Great. And here's a handoff to A-Chain, who cuts inside, and he gets around 2 there as it brings up 2nd and goal. Dolphins trying to get into the end zone here. Trying to get a bit closer there with Devon A-Chain, but not much coming from it. Second and goal coming up for the Dolphins. Ingold moves out of the backfield. Tua will throw. Just dumps it off to A-Chain, who had a block by Ingold on the inside and walks his way into the end zone for a touchdown. The Miami Dolphins are a field goal or a PAT away from tying this one. 10 plays, 70 yards, 6:28 taken off the clock for Miami. And that was a lot better of a drive than I think a lot of people anticipated. And everything was just kind of in the middle of the field here. The Bills didn't really anticipate anything going to the outside. And honestly, I don't think that was definitely not Tua's first read, but luckily for him, Ingold was there to make a block. And A-Chain able to get to the outside and just walk his way in. The PAT is good by Sanders, and we are all tied up here at 7. Also, great read there by Tua. I had pressure on him and able to make the throw. We're all tied. Bills, see how they can answer up next. I mean, the Dolphins' offense is fast, man. I mean, Jalen Waddle, even Tua. Like, Tua can run, too. He just doesn't do it as much because of the injuries he's had. Listen, freaking Waddle, if he would have got in. Some good points right there. Those were some points, baby. Damn. I need him. Have they ever popped their knees before? Like, I feel like that's like, I feel like I've ever seen anybody do that before. I think that, what's his face? I mean, the Bills, the hurry-up offense was working. Prep mountain biking team. You know, I love that's something so cool though that like we kind of have that sort of stuff. Like, I ain't gonna mountain bike. I'm too scared of that stuff. I'm too scared I'm gonna fall, and I don't even bike like that. So I mean, a lot of people ride their bikes around here, but I walk. I pretty much just walk everywhere. I forgot that Al Michaels moved over to Amazon. Honestly, they're probably paying him a boatload. I like Trico though. I think he's cool on NBC. And here is James Cook to start out the drive, and he gets a few there. You see, I give a lot of credit there to those inside linebackers because see a lot of pressure coming off the edge there, and actually there was an injury for the Bernard, the linebacker for Buffalo. I guess he got injured. They led the team in total tackles last year. See a lot of pressure coming off the edge, but those inside linebackers they really did a great job on the second level, only letting Cook get 3 yards. Allen will throw this one over the middle. It's caught and getting about being a yard short from the first down is Khalil Shakir. Third down and 1 coming up. And actually, the backup running back, Ty Johnson, in the game. Shakir in motion. Once again, you look at that pressure, it's coming. Allen dropped the snap, and he's just going to have to escape the pocket. He's going to throw on the run. It was batted down and incomplete by Calais Campbell, who was questionable coming into this game. And the Bills will be forced to get rid of it. And you just see there, just Allen not able to maintain it. That could be a problem with his hand. He might be acting a little bit more cautious. You don't know if that hand has anything to do with it. He's tried to catch it a little too early there and just kind of panicked. Fourth and 1, and the Bills will get rid of it. And not the greatest punt. Actually, it's not that bad. And at the 16-yard line, caught by Braxton Berrios, and Mac Hollins is talking some trash with him. We will get the Dolphins offense back onto the field when we come back. We're still tied at 7. I need Jalen Waddle to come through, baby. Come on now. Like Waddle, you almost had me that touchdown, brother, and then you just kind of got down. Like if his arms were just a little bit longer. It's Canelo. I see. I'm watching UFC. I think it's an Amazon Prime pay-per-view. So 2 minutes to go, exactly 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. No 2-minute warnings in the first quarter, but might as well have been. That Hard Rock Stadium is really cool, though, I will say. All right. 1st and 10. Man, the Dolphins love this pistol formation. From the 16-yard line, A-Chain in the backfield. He'll get the handoff, and he's going to try and cut inside, but now a really good job there from the Bills to make sure he is stopped short. That was Spector, the linebacker. And A-Chain with a lot of this fakes here on the pistol formation. And it's worked tonight for the Buffalo Bills. Jet sweeps and just tosses and all that. Second and 9. This time Tua under center. And now an end around here to Tyreek Hill. Here comes the speed from Hill. First down. And they can just not shut him down. If that was a regular receiver, I guarantee you that Apensa would have tackled him. Also, give Jalen Waddle a lot of credit there. He made a nice block there on the outside, allowing Hill to get some extra yardage. If Waddle didn't make that block and whoever was on him was able to get off, then Hill might not possibly gotten that first down. So give Waddle a lot of credit. Ingold in the backfield, A-Chain behind Tua. He will throw, as all day. He throws near the sideline. He throws another pick! Too high for his intended receiver. I don't even know who his intended receiver was, whoever 84 is, but it's intercepted. The pass just a little too high. Benford with the interception. Oh, Robbie Chosen. I didn't even know he was on the roster. And just threw it to. I'm not sure if Chosen didn't run the right route. I don't know if it was a stop and go. That's why Tua overthrew him. I think that's what Tua was thinking he was doing. I think it was just miscommunication. I don't know if Chosen ran the right route. I'll be honest with you. That is Tua's second pick today, just in the first quarter. And the Dolphins set up here. The Bills set up in great field position at the 44-yard line. And a fake to Cook and an end around here to Shakir. Let's see if they can replicate the success of the Dolphins. I don't think they will be able to. He gets about 2 yards. The Bills don't need to run another play before the quarter ends. And I guess they might be trying to draw them off sides. They're done. All right, so that'll take us here to the end of the first quarter. It is 7-7. 2 interceptions so far for Tua Tagovailoa, so the defense doing their job. I'll be honest, I don't think that second pick was really his fault. The first pick, he threw it behind his receiver. The second one, I think that was a I think the what do you call it? I think the second one wasn't his fault. I really think that Chosen did not. I think that was I think that was a stop and go. Unless Chosen didn't know the route. I don't know. Maybe Tua didn't know. I don't know. I'm still trying to I'm thinking here. I don't even know. I want to see the replay because I really just don't know who threw that, whose fault that was. Everybody's gonna blame Tua, obviously, because it's gonna show up on the stat sheet. But I don't think he ran the right route. I think it was a stop and go. The first one was definitely his fault. I mean, that was just he threw it behind them. Listen, a lot of things have to go wrong for an interception to happen. So one thing I do, and I think it's kind of creepy. I think people are creeped out by it. Sometimes when I'm just like in like a class, I'll just put my arms up and I'll go like this, and my elbows pop, and people like look at me like I'm freaking crazy. Agatha all along, baby. I'm so ready. What's that coming out? The 20 something? 28th? 20, I don't know. 26? I don't remember. I know Vince McMahon's documentary comes out like in a week. Might actually be actually might be next Wednesday. I think it comes out on my brother's birthday. Or does Agatha come out September 18th? I don't know. I don't know. Vince McMahon, they come out in like the same time frames of each other, if that makes sense. But anyway, Tua with 2 picks in the first quarter. This is his first time doing that in his 55 career games, so that's pretty crazy there. Second and 8. Allen to throw. He pump fakes. Now he's going to run. Allen, he'll just slide, and he only gets a few. I guess he didn't want to get hit there, as he did take some hits last week. I mean, he jumped over some linebacker last week against Arizona. I mean that's just crazy. Anthony Weaver, the defensive coordinator for the Miami Dolphins, I'm sure he's not too happy with Tua, as he has set the Bills up in incredible territory. And now Allen to throw on 3rd and 5, has all day, throws over the middle, caught for the first down by Khalil Shakir. Allen really cool in the pocket there. Nice throw. Let's take a look at this replay. I think the linebackers dropping coverage. They do. And Shakir, I don't know. I don't know why Long was backing up. I guess he was trying to bait Josh Allen. I'm not too sure, but I don't know. Either way, Allen 5 for 7 with 51 yards passing. And he hands off to Cook, who is not taken down in the backfield, and he's able to gain 3 yards as Jalen Ramsey had that play scouted out from a mile away, but still couldn't make the tackle in the backfield. And Cook able to turn an absolute disaster into at least something. Look at Ramsey just lurking, and Keon Coleman. I mean, that's not really his assignment, as he's supposed to get guys who are upfield. So I can't really blame him for that. But great job there by Cook to stay on his feet and at least gain something on that play and keep the Bills in field goal range. Well, we'll knock him out, but you get my point. 2nd and 7. Allen will throw. Throws to the end zone. It is incomplete. Intended for Curtis Samuel there. And that was Brooks on the coverage. That'll bring up 3rd down. Great pass rush there from Chop Robinson, the rookie. Really powered down the Spencer Brown. And I'm surprised they did not call a penalty on Brooks, because he didn't get his head around, but I don't think he made much contact either. I think Allen got a little desperate there, as he knew he just had to get rid of it. 3rd and 7, and the Bills got to snap this. They do. Allen to throw, has time. He just throws it into the turf. It's incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Bills, off the 2nd interception, not able to turn it into 6. They were able to last time. This time, not so lucky, as Tyler Bass will come onto the field to attempt a field goal here. This one from 43 yards out to give the Bills a 10-7 lead. From the middle of the field, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It is 10-7. Buffalo retakes the lead with 12:41 remaining in the first half, so they're not able to convert there. Honestly, I think that part of the problem is the receivers for the Bills. I mean, this was what I think a lot of people were fearing for when Stephon Diggs left, because on some of those plays, you had nobody open, but Josh Allen had about 5 seconds, a really good, clean 5 seconds to get rid of the football, and nobody got open. Especially there on that 3rd and 7, nobody got open, and he just threw it in the turf. I think he's also scared to run because he ran so much last week that he's scared of getting hurt, and it's a division rival, so they're obviously going to be going for his head. Guys have to go. Just has to find somebody. Somebody's got to get open. I haven't seen the rookie Keon Coleman yet. I mean, is Valdez-Scantling in there? I don't know if he's really playing. I know they signed him. You have Kincaid. Great tight, really good tight. I had a really good rookie year. What do you call it? Yeah, I think he had a really good year. I mean, I had him in fantasy last year. He was really good as a rookie. Underrated. Very underrated. Waddle, I need something. Honestly, I'm not even like trying to baseball bet anymore. Some people like live on Stadium Live, man. Nonetheless, there's a touchback, and I'm going to complain about this for the whole year. Put it on the 35. I don't know. Looking back, and I look back at that interception with Chosen. I think he ran the wrong route. I could be wrong. I don't know. Nonetheless, first down for the Dolphins. We'll see if they can retake the lead here. Come on, Waddle. Waddle, Waddle. And a handoff to start off the drive. That is not A-Chain. That is Jalen Wright, the running back. The third, well, technically the third string for tonight's game. And Wright's going to get a carry again. He's going to get through the first line, and he's going to get the first down. A flag is down now. and holding on the Dolphins. And I think that was not good. Well, last time the Dolphins, see, they can't back up. 2nd and 17. That's it. And Tua is just going to pitch it here to Jonnu Smith. And Smith with a solid chunk of yards. And Tua with the little Mahomes thingamajiggy. And Tua tried to get it to Hill over the middle, threw it a little too far in front of him. All right, so 4th and 3 now for the Dolphins. They're going to have to punt this away. And it's a fair catch at the 15-yard line from Codrington. So it's still 10-7 Buffalo with 10:54 remaining in the first half. I'm going to get the ball to Jalen Waddle, though. I need some fantasy points. The Dolphins have reached 25 points just twice in the last 12 games versus Buffalo. Oh, wow. Listen, I'm sorry, but if the Dolphins lose this again, it loses for Buffalo, it's not going to look good. They are going to look bad. And they are going to get torched in the media. Because it's not depleted, but it's not as good of a secondary. They lost their big time talents. They have some good role players, don't get me wrong, but they lost some big time talents. So, you know. I'm still mad that Wild didn't get that touchdown, though. All right, so starting out at the 25 now. I think that's Ty Johnson in the backfield. Allen under center. They fake to him. Allen to throw, and it's a screen to actually the third string, Ray Davis, and he takes a shot at the line of scrimmage. He actually might have lost a yard. Good play there by Miami. You saw Jalen Ramsey get in there, as well as Chop Robinson, who has been a pretty key factor so far on that second down on the last drive for the Bills. He was able to create some pressure on that play on the failed play to Curtis Samuel in the end zone. So he's been a X factor so far. Second and 11, Samuel in the backfield, and he'll fake it to him. Allen to throw as time over the middle is complete, and a penalty. I think this is going to be unnecessary roughness on Miami. So an extra 15 yards. What a throw by Josh Allen to fit it in there to Khalil Shakir. And Mike McDaniel trying to say that one of his guys were hit. And it is going to be against Miami. An extra 15 yards. Jordan Poyer, who actually was a former Buffalo Bill just last year, and he came for Shakir's head. Helmet-to-helmet contact, and great throw there by Josh Allen. You know Poyer's coming in there. You got two other guys. You got Holland and whatnot over the middle. And Mike McDaniel could see he's frustrated with that play. 4 penalties already for the Dolphins, none for Buffalo. So you can kind of see where the difference is coming in for yardage. Allen under center. Shakir in motion. That might have been a false start there on Buffalo, but here's Ray Davis, and about 8 yards there for him. Buffalo is moving the football. And they're really getting to the line of scrimmage quick here, Buffalo. It's 2nd and 2, and I mean, you're not going to hold Miami forever. Watch this blitz. Here it comes. And Davis gets another carry. Davis with a first down and more inside the 35, down to around the 32. And you see Joe Brady there, the Bills' offensive coordinator, was implemented last year when Ken Dorsey was fired in the middle of the season. And he has done a pretty good job for the Bills. Obviously got them to the divisional round last year, but lost to the Chiefs. And now trying to get them a 2-0 record against the Miami Dolphins, who don't often lose at home. And the blitz coming in once again, and another handoff to Davis, who is just dancing around the backfield, and David Long in there to make the stop. And Miami sending a lot of pressure from those off-ball linebackers today, and they're finally able to make something happen there, as they really haven't all night. 2nd and 11 coming up. So about 8:15 remaining in this first half. And James Cook finally back in the game, as Ray Davis has been the primary back so far. And once again, these off-ball linebackers, I mean, they are really bringing it. And false start on Buffalo. Yep, that's what they're going to call. So Buffalo going to move back. It's going to be 2nd and 16. Rangers shortstop Corey Seager to have season-ending surgery. Sports hernia. So dang. And that was Brown there. You see, I think the Bills have gotten away with some false starts in this game. I think Torrance, the right guard, he got lucky earlier on one of the Ray Davis carries. But 2nd and 16 coming up for Buffalo. And Allen will throw, has time. He throws over the middle to Shakir, who gets absolutely lit up by David Long. What's up, Josie? How's it going? It's going well today. Going well. Almost Friday. Third and 12. And the Bills, honestly, they might run this ball just to try to get a little closer here to the field goal range. And no, they'll throw it. Allen will throw, getting out of the pocket. Will throw on the run into the end zone. It is caught at the 1. Ty Johnson. What a throw there from Josh Allen. And the Bills are 1 yard away from making it a 2-score game. What a play there by Allen. How did Johnson get behind Jalen Ramsey? Cook in the game. Extra blockers out there. Here's a handoff to Cook. He will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And now they will take a 2-score lead over the Miami Dolphins. I was taking the Dolphins in this game, but Buffalo has come out here and is really putting on a show. 8 plays, 85 yards, 4:29 taken off the clock. Buffalo a PAT away from making it a 10-point game. Josh Allen is something tonight. And Bass makes the PAT. It is 17-7 with 6:25 remaining in the first half. Buffalo has come out and they are making a statement against this Miami team. I mean, goodness gracious. The throws that Josh Allen are making tonight. Bro, McGregor was at Chickies and Pete's today. I'm actually so pissed. I didn't go. I had to study. You know, you boys got stuff to do. Latin and history and math. So I couldn't go. I wanted to go. That's what it is. All right, how my bets looking tonight? All right, so my bets are not looking bad. Some of them are actually looking pretty good so far. Some of them are not. Like the times that I bet A-Chain's not going to be getting more rushing yards than James Cook at this rate. Tua don't look like he's going to be passing for more yards than Josh Allen. Dolphins don't even look like they're going to win this game. And then what else? Hill, I mean, I have him under 120 receiving yards, so that looks like it's going to happen. Him getting more receptions than, I think, Waddle. I think that could go over well. Tua getting more passing yards than Josh Allen don't look like it's going to happen. A-Chain getting more rushing yards than Cook don't look like it's going to happen. Next week is the Patriots and the Jets. Well, there's a reason for the, getting primetime games against bad teams. Hill and Waddle to get anytime touchdowns. Those are always possibilities because Tua can always just throw a 50-yard bomb. Allen to get a rushing touchdown is a possibility still. And then this combo, Tyreek Hill, one plus touchdown. Josh Allen, 38 rushing yards. Tua, 266 passing yards. Honestly, it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but, it's once again possible. Because Tua can just once again throw So I don't know. Bro, maybe I should have drafted James Cook in fantasy. I need Waddle though. Like let's get Waddle, baby. Let's get Waddle involved. Of course, they run to A-Chain, and a nice carry here for Devon A-Chain, who gets past the Bills' 45-yard. I'm sorry, the Dolphins' 45-yard line, and that is what the Dolphins needed. Great hole opened up here, the A gap. Great inside blocks. Right tackle Austin Jackson getting in there, and A-Chain does the rest. Listen, those inside blocks really help open up that A gap, especially when tackles have to pull. They really open up. And another handoff to A-Chain, and once again, those inside blocks really helping. He gets around 5 there, and the Dolphins might just be running the ball down the Bills' throats. And A-Chain, 9 carries, 49 yards. That's not 5 yards a carry. I think it's a little less than 5 yards. Actually, it might be a little more. I don't know. 49 divided by 9. Oh, yeah, it is more than 5 yards a carry. 2nd and 5. Power I formation. Another handoff to A-Chain, and then actually going to get taken down a yard before the first down marker. Third down coming up. I'd take a shot here, like a 20-yard shot, and then see if you can get it on fourth, because you're running the ball fine, so you might as well. Maybe Miami just wants to play it safe, and who could really blame them, because currently they're getting their asses handed to them. Extra 2 men on the line here for Miami. We'll see if they run it. And actually, you're going to do a fullback handoff to Ingold, who is going to be stopped short of the first down marker. That brings up 4th down, and if you're Miami, you got to go for it. You're getting beat bad. You're down by 10. Why you just didn't give it to A-Chain? I don't think anybody expected the ball to go to Ingold, but too many guys went on block there. It would have just been smarter. Listen, I get you're trying to outsmart the Bills, but if you just would have went to A-Chain, it would have been the better idea. If it would have worked, no one would have said anything. But here's 2 on the throw. He is going to be sacked! Ed Oliver gets the sack, a turnover on downs, and Miami just cannot catch a break. First bag of the game for the Bills. And G-Mani just throwing that offensive lineman out the way. I think that was Robert Jones, the left guard. Ed Oliver, the power of that man, unmatched. Bills getting the ball back when we come back. 3:35 remaining in the first half, by the way. I mean, that was just a great throw by, what's-his-face, Ed Oliver. He got him off balance and just threw him. I think the Dolphins just got to start. Like, they were fine. They were running the ball like they were literally fine, and then they just decided to be stupid. I'm so lost. Who's going to be the villain for Spider-Man 4? Like, 1 second, Null is the villain. Next second, Venom's the villain. That trailer though looks sick though for the Last Dance. And look, and once again, here's that Oliver. He gets him off balance, and then just throws him out the way. Oh yeah, I don't know who this villain is for Spider-Man. I don't know if it's Venom. Apparently, there could be a setup in the Last Dance, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And then now they're saying Null is the villain. Listen, I don't. Honestly, for Spider-Man 4, I mean, I guess it's not a bad idea. And the pressure's going to come in. Actually, no pressure from the Dolphins. And that is going to cost them James Cook to the 2015 10-5 touchdown Bills. 1 play, 6 points. And this is an abomination for Miami. That pressure that the Dolphins did not send cost them. I mentioned it before the snap, and they should have sent it. 23-7. This is nuts. And Bass makes it 24. 24-7. Look at it. Once again, no pressure. There's one guy in the hole. One guy that got triple teamed. And then Long ran right through the wrong gap. He ran right into that triple team. He ran through the D. Cook went right through the A. One guy was in that A gap. David Long's assignment is through the A gap, not through the D gap. If it was through the D gap, he should have just been the edge rusher. 3 first-half touchdowns for James Cook today. Thank God I'm not facing him, because whoever is not having a good day. Imagine I actually am facing him. Oh yeah, I'm not facing him. Running back in I'm facing Jonathan Taylor and Jalen Warren this week. Okay. And here's a kickoff, and this is just who actually has a. Who has James Cook? I feel like James Cook just has that one game per year where he goes absolutely nuts. He's got 26 fantasy points. Who has him? I don't even know. Nonetheless, 1st and 10 for Miami. And here's a screen to Jalen Waddle, and he is going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. My fantasy points. Thank God that was not a loss of yardage. All right, no loss of yardage. My fantasy points, guys. Screens are also not a good thing. You run the ball or you throw the ball downfield. You are down by 17. Then you're throwing screens. I get there's a lot of time left, but still. And here is another screen to A-Chain. and he will get the first down. That screen almost got broken up there, so I still don't suggest it. It was Von Miller, who I think he was really going to over pursue that, and if he would have just got his arm up, that play was, yeah, he would have had that. He just would have got his hand up. He had, and Tua threw a terrible ball behind A-Chain too. Tua just has to snap this one more time, and barring any incompletion, they won't have to run another play. Here's A-Chain, and he gets about 3 there. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Bills are putting on a show thanks to James Cook's 3 first-half touchdowns. Anybody who's starting the Miami defense this week, I feel bad for you. So, I mean, I don't really know what anybody. I don't think anybody expected this from Miami or Buffalo. I really expected Miami to win this game, but they are just getting their asses handed to them. This is honestly a question. Should Wolverine be the main? Wow. So now Null could appear in Venom 3? I honestly can't believe this, though. Like, the fact that, I don't know, they can't do anything. I think stupid play calling has been a part of it, because that last drive with the whole fullback dive and everything, like, the A-Chain thing was working. And then you just do a fullback dive. Like, if you're like, you have some momentum on your side, do it. But at that time, they had like no momentum. Now they've completely lost the momentum. It's 24-7. At that time, they were down by 10. They're now down by 17. Pretty much because of that. And another toss here to A-Chain, who gets to the outside, and he's going to be tackled about 2 yards short of the first down. I mean, this is just certified kicking. Miami's got to score at least 3 here. 3rd and 2. I swear to God, if they run the screen, I might act. I don't even root for Miami. I don't root against them. I don't root for them. But if they run another screen, I might actually start losing my mind. I don't care if it works or not. A-Chain out of the backfield, so he'll move into the slot. Tua will throws this one caught, and that one by Jonnu Smith, the tight end. That'll bring up first down for the Dolphins. Hurry up offense, obviously, here. They have all 3 timeouts. Tua will throw again into the flats to A-Chain, and he will step out of bounds. Got 4 yards there for A-Chain. Under a minute remaining, 57 seconds. Remember, the Bills do have 2 timeouts as they used one earlier in the half. And I think it was on their very first drive. You haven't seen much of Tyreek Hill today. I don't think he has one. I think he has, one catch maybe? 2nd and 6. I know Waddle has like 2, or actually 3. Hill in the backfield. I don't know why he gets into that squat position. And then toss to A-Chain, and he is just going to lose a chunk of yardage there. Oh my God. Dolphins, I mean, I guess it's reasonable why they didn't use a timeout. The clock is running. It's 2nd down. You're not even in field goal range, and you run the football. Now do they use their timeout? This play calling is really bad. Like these are some very questionable calls. Like even those jet sweeps were working to Hill and all that. So now 3rd and 11. You better get the ball to Hill. Jeff Wilson's in the game. Get my man the football. He's on my fantasy. You can actually hand it to him. He's on my fantasy, so I kind of need him. I need him to come through tonight. Never mind. No. Tua is going to run out of the pocket, and he is going to run himself. He is going to get that 1st down, and he will go out of bounds with 27 seconds remaining. And the Dolphins need that at this point because they didn't use that timeout earlier. They are going to, and because they ran the ball stupidly. They are not going to. They're most likely not going to get a touchdown. Hill comes out. I don't know if he's gassed. I don't know why he is. Is Waddle out too? He might be on the X. Trips out on the right here. Tua to throw. Dump off to Jeff Wilson. And he'll get about 7 there. 20 seconds remaining. I assume the Dolphins will use one of their timeouts here, and they will. Unless you want to keep doing that, I don't mind. I need Wilson to come through tonight. Tua will throw on 2nd and 4, and he gets this one over the middle to Hill, and he gets the 1st down. And I think the Dolphins are going to use their final timeout here. All right, first down now. No timeouts remaining, so I guess the Dolphins are just going to have to go to the end zone here. All right. Brandon Bean, the general manager for the Bills. I did not know that was the general manager for the Bills. First and 10 from the 23. Tua will throws towards the sideline, caught by Jonnu Smith. And once again, the Bills not going to let anything behind them. I didn't even say that in the first place. I don't know why I said once again, but nonetheless, I will say it again now so I can say once again. I'm saying I'm talking too much. A lot of people say I talk too much. Second and 3 coming up. I don't think the Dolphins are going to go to the end zone. I think they'll probably try to do one more play near the sideline and then try to get in. Swear to God, if they run the ball, try to do the Dak Prescott thing, or they try to take a knee. They better get this. Or did the Bills call timeout? I think the Bills called timeout. All right, I need Jeff. Just heave it up to Jeff Wilson, baby, or Waddle, obviously, one of the two. I need those two today. Stephen M. Ross. Oh, that's nice. The owner of the Dolphins. See, I don't know too many owners actually. It's funny that we know the owners that only get involved in controversy. Like, to be honest, I feel like that's kind of like a bad thing in the NFL. Like, there are only guys that we know based off of their problems or like rudeness or whatever, which is sad. Tua to throw. He's just going to throw this one away as he didn't want to take a sack. He didn't really have anybody on him, but I guess there was no one open. Third and 3 with 8 seconds, and they'll just send on Jason Sanders, which I guess is the right. I feel like you could have ran one more play at least. I guess the Dolphins feel it's not worth it, and they will send on Jason Sanders to end the half for them and try to make this a 17-point game. Or I'm sorry, a 14-point game opposed to a 17-point game. 34 yards for Sanders. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 4 seconds will remain on the clock. It is now 24-10. And I believe the Bills will receive in the second half. Now, you saw Week 18 last year. I commentated this game where the Bills were able to eke out a win over the Dolphins and get to that first seed in the AFC East. And then Dolphins had to go to Kansas in the freezing cold Kansas City and not anywhere healthy temperatures. Instead, they could have been playing at home where they would have had their own temperatures, and then they just got absolutely bum rushed by Kansas City in the cold. Listen, if it was minus 4 degrees and for like any other game, if I was playing in a minus 4 degree game, I would have backed the hell out. I played in a game this past year like at 20 degrees. And this ball is just going to go to the back of the end zone for a touchback. And I was like dying out there. But then Hill's going to the back. I'm not sure why. I will say he did get limited snaps, I feel like. I feel like he came out when there were times where like he wasn't going to. He wouldn't normally be out. And the Bills will just take a knee. And that will take us to halftime as the Buffalo Bills are absolutely dominating here. They'll receive the second half kickoff. It is 24-10 as we go into halftime. I don't think anybody expected this level of dominance from the Bills here in this first half. We'll see how Miami can answer in the second half, and that is when I will be back. All right, back a bit late, but we had to start with James Cook. All right, so first down actually for Cook, and now Allen screen Keon. I'm sorry, that's Curtis Samuel, and he gets around 3 there. All right, so 2nd and 7 coming up, and the Bills. I mean, they're already at the 50, so this is not going well to start for the Miami Dolphins. Watch the blitz. Here it comes. Here's Cook on the carry, and he slips up and gets tackled by Brooks. And pretty much a whole new offense will come into the game. Hollins, Knox, and Cook come off the field. It's 3rd and 7 coming up. Ty Johnson in the game in the backfield with Josh Allen. Assume there's going to be a pass here. And a timeout taken by Miami. Their first of the half. A bit early to be taking a timeout, but I won't judge. Oh, finally, James Franklin actually trying to recruit. That's the IMG game today. The fact that James Franklin has like no relationship with our prep guys is just nuts. The number 1 school in Pennsylvania, James Franklin has no connection to them when it comes to football, other than Cam Smith, really, who flipped. Third and 7. Bills were originally going to run this, but Miami took a timeout. We'll see if they can do something here. Maybe Miami just wanted to make them change their formation. I don't know, but here it is, 3rd and 7. Chop Robinson's really on the outside here. Allen to throw. He's getting chased. He throws on the run and incomplete. Going from Marquez Valdez-Scantling there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the pass rush got to Josh Allen. And you saw Chop Robinson there. He was so far on the outside, but his adjustment was to get around and go through that A gap. And Allen had Valdez-Scantling, just threw it over his shoulder. I guess he saw Jordan Poyer there. And Valdez-Scantling probably would have got popped. But 4th and 7, here's a punt. Braxton Berrios in the backfield are going to return, but he'll just get a fair catch it at the 11-yard line. And now the Dolphins. They're going to need something. They finally stopped the Bills. I mean, Miami's got to get this ball down the field. None of this stupid stuff where, like, these random stupid fullback dives and stuff like that. You need to move the ball. The ball, like Tyreek Hill. I don't know if Hill's injured. I don't even know. I mean, Waddle and Hill have not really done much tonight. I mean, Waddle 3 catches, 20 yards. Hill 2 catches for 16. He's still on the sideline with his helmet on. I don't know if he's injured or if he's gassed out. I'm not sure what his problem is, but he has not really been in. It feels like A-Chain in the backfield. I feel you got to throw this football. Like running the ball, it's good, but like how? Like there you go. You got 2 yards. Like congratulations. Injury update: Bernard pectoral muscle. He is out for the game. Second down and 8. Fake to A-Chain, Tua to throw. He's going to dump this one off in the backfield to A-Chain, and he's going to get a first down, and he will step out. And the Dolphins finally moving the football in the positive direction. And just no one open down the field. You see Hill, you see Waddle here from the overhead footage. I mean, just no one really is open at all. And just thank God for A-Chain able to get out there in the flats, and good job by Tua to find him. Now from the 25, another handoff here to A-Chain. He's going to try to get to the outside, cuts inside, and he will get around 4 there. They have a backup. I think there's an. I think Robert Jones is out of the game right now. Not sure why. Has his helmet off. Actually, 2 new linemen in there for the Dolphins. That's interesting. Second and 6. Another handoff here to A-Chain. He is getting like a million touches, and he gets about a yard there. Is the pre-fight press conference happening now for UFC? What? It's in the spear though. Maybe to make Saudi Arabia times. I don't know. I don't know. Nonetheless, 3rd and 5. Dolphins got to snap this one, and they do. Tua to throw under pressure, and he is just gonna throw an interception, and it's gonna be a pick 6. Jamarcus Ingram, his 2nd interception today. And Tua's 3rd, this one for a pick 6. Oh my God. That's insane. Wow. 30-10. 31-10. Bills. I cannot believe that. 9:27 remaining. Bills up 31-10. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I can't believe this. I mean, he is just throwing them like. This is nuts. This is actually crazy. Him to get more passing yards than Josh Allen, just forget that. This is nuts. Thank God I'm not starting Tua this week. I'm starting Tua has 6 fantasy points right now. It's nuts. That's nuts. I mean, honestly, Tua should have taken the sack. If he was more out of the pocket, I probably would have thrown the ball, but he was in the middle of the pocket. I mean, unless you know that thing is getting out of bounds, then you just don't do that. And you just don't make that throw. Listen, on the first interception was Tua's fault. The second one, I'm not sure. The third one, though, I mean, that was just horrendous. I can't blame that on anybody but Tua. This is crazy. I mean, T has been terrible. He has been actually terrible. I think Tyreek Hill's pissed too. I said throw the ball. Honestly, that just looks like a mistake. Tyreek Hill is pissed. And he has not gotten the ball all night. He's in motion now. And he's going to get it here on the screen. And he gets around 8 there. Going to need more than that to come back in this game. I mean, you were just getting absolutely rough rolled. And now here is Wright. He's going to get to the outside and just be taken down by a bunch of Bills defenders. And this is just getting ugly. Third down coming up again. Sean McDermott looks like he doesn't even care. 3rd and 4 coming up. Tua will throw. He throws over the middle. That is caught. And that is Waddle. And the Dolphins finally moving the ball down the field. And Von Miller off the edge. Great spin move, but a good job by Tua. First time I can really say that tonight. To find Waddle there over the middle. Good route as well. Kind of a longer, kind of a skinny post route. 4 catches for 41 yards for Jalen Waddle. Should have a touchdown, I might add. I'd continue to throw the ball after that, but let's see what they do, and they will. Tua, he is going to the sideline, caught by Hill, but I'm not sure if he got both feet down. He did not. Honestly, a bad throw by Tua. Far towards the sideline. Yeah, he's definitely out. His toe was out on that front foot. Yeah. He dragged that second foot. Second and 10 coming up. Here's a handoff to right. He's going to get to the outside. Has a blocker in front. Stays on his feet. And we'll get around 8 there. Third down. Right will come out of the game now. Get my man Jeff Wilson in there. I need a touchdown from him. Oh, nice block there from Tyreek Hill. One more hit, he probably would have been called for illegal block in the backs, and because of how much they call that. Bit of a Penn State formation here with Hill and A-Chain in the backfield, and they give it to A-Chain, who will get the first down and more. Devon A-Chain stays on his feet past the 25, and the offensive line pushing him past the 20. The Dolphins in the red zone. One of the first times I can say that tonight. Maybe the third time, I think, actually. And A-Chain, great job to stay on his feet there. Gets popped, and that's why you always got to wrap up. That's why I always say you just can't pop a guy. You have to wrap up. And A-Chain, great job there, getting his shoulder down as well. Also staying on his feet on the 20, letting his offensive line push him forward. Nobody in the backfield with Tua. He'll get the throw. Throws to the end zone over the hands of Julian Hill. He had him open. If there was just a little less on that one, that was a touchdown for the Miami Dolphins. Second down now. Hill just a route over the middle here and just shows himself a little crossing route. And it's just a little over his head. Damar Hamlin almost came up with that one. If he maybe would have tipped it in the air, he possibly could have came down with that. But nonetheless, it's incomplete. A-Chain moved in the backfield with Tua. And he will throw. Gets this one over the middle. Caught Jonnu Smith staying on his feet and brought down by 2 defenders. Gets about 7 or 8 there. Third down. Dolphins need a touchdown here. Anything less would be considered a failure, in my opinion. I even think they probably would go for this on fourth down if they don't get this, because they've already taken up almost 4 minutes in this drive, which you want to take up. You probably only want to take up at least 3:30 a drive because of how fast your offense is. Tua looks like he's going to go under center. Oh, no, he's pistol formation. A-Chain in the backfield. Waddle in motion. Hand off to A-Chain, and he is going to be stuffed, so you have to go for it because that play kind of sets up for fourth down. You just don't kick the field goal. I see why the fans are mad. That play is designed to set you up on fourth down, but Ed Oliver there, I mean, you have 2 backup linemen in there, and they just can't make the block. They can't get you got to get your you got to get your hand in that shoulder pad. Look, he's got his arm. You got to get your hand up in that shoulder pad there, and you got to drive. You can't just wrap your hand around his neck and think he's just going to give up. 4th and 4. Tua will throw. Here comes the blitz. He is going to run. He will get the first down. He's inside the 10 to around the 7-yard line. And Tua, and now he's hurt. This isn't good. This is really bad, actually. It looks like he was targeting his head. Tua has a history with concussions. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Tua has had a history with concussions, and he did not look good going down on that one. That looked really bad. Skylar Thompson, the backup for the Dolphins. We've seen him a few times. Richard Sherman doing wing stop ads now? And he's on his own, getting up on his own power, going to the sideline. There's no way he comes back, though. He's done for the game. Tua's not coming. There's no, with the NFL's concussion protocols and all that. With the concussion and when he was brought back last year from the concussion, or a few years ago from the concussion, there's just no way there's just no way he comes back. All right, so Skylar Thompson is in the game. He's going to have to take over here for this Dolphins team that is already and hit a bunch of bad luck tonight. He starts off with a handoff to A-Chain, and he will go get back to the line of scrimmage. I assume the Bills know what's coming. Obviously, in week 3 in 2022, he got a concussion. And then against the Bengals, he went down. And that same week, he went down against the Bengals, and that was a big problem. Then in week 16 in 2022, he hit his head. And a handoff to A-Chain again, and he is just going to be shut down behind the line of scrimmage. Tua seems to be walking normally, but obviously he probably is a bit loopy and doesn't really have his wits about him, so there's no way he comes back. The game's pretty much done. I mean, if you get through this quarter without scoring a touchdown, then the game's pretty much over, so you might as well just count your losses, and this is probably going to be one of them. And Thompson will throw here on third down. He's going to just go to the, and he's just going to throw it away. He will throw it away. It's 4th and goal now. And, yeah, they got to go for it. I mean, what do you have to lose anymore? You've pretty much lost everything by losing Tua for the day, so you might as well just go for it. Fourth and goal. Dolphins got to actually snap this one. They barely, and I think timeout taken, penalty, flag. Now there's, I don't know what just happened. Timeout. That's the Dolphins' second timeout of the half. Skylar Thompson, he did play in that wild card game against the Bills a few years ago when Tua was unable to go. He went 18 of 45, 222 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. So he's obviously familiar with facing the Buffalo Bills, but in this case, he is down by 21 points and obviously not in the most ideal situation. So 2:43 remaining in this third quarter. It's 4th and goal. Barrios in motion. Please, touchdown Waddle. I need it. Thompson, he is just going to be sacked. Von Miller gets in there. And it might be the third quarter, but that kind of just looked like it put the game to bed for the Miami Dolphins. Tua went down with what looks to be a head injury. That was the start of their downfalls and the end of them. Skylar Thompson takes a sack from Von Miller. I mean, Von Miller still got that speed to him, gets around that edge, not able to defend him at all. Can't keep up with the speed. And Miller didn't really even use his hands at all. He just ran right around them and was able to bag Thompson there, who pretty much just gave up. This is not looking good for Tua. He is he's taken a lot of injuries before, and it's not looking good. Not looking really good for his career, I'll be honest. It's a real shame, honestly. And for the Bills, all you gotta do is really hand the ball off. Maybe until the end of this quarter, you can try to move it a little downfield. But other than that, really not much of a reason to throw the football. I mean, James Cook is absolutely cooking tonight. 2 of 3 picks before he went down. And he's has about a 0% chance of returning tonight. And here's a handoff to Cook to start the drive, and he'll get about 7 there. So we're just going to be kind of just going down. Just going to really just be going through the motions here as this game is pretty much done. You saw Von Miller there off the edge. Austin Jackson had no chance of defending him. All-time sack leaders, Von Miller. He's getting close. He's about, 7 sacks away from 8 sacks from breaking the record. 2nd and 2 for Allen. He hands off to Cook again, who will get the first down. And the Bills just kind of going through the motions here. As they pretty much got this game in hand. Von Miller last week against the Cardinals had a sack, a tackle for a loss, and a quarterback hit. That was his first sack since week 10 of 2022, as obviously he's been dealing with some injuries as of late. Von Miller won a few Super Bowls with the Bills. Won a few Super Bowls in his career with the Rams and most notably the Broncos. Handoff to Cook again, and he gets about a yard or 2 on that one. Bills only have to run one more play here before they end this third quarter, and going back to that play there with Tua, that could possibly kill their season. And obviously, Tua Tagovailoa ruled out with a concussion. He will not be returning tonight. Obviously, the right call from the Dolphins. One more play here from the Bills, and this will end the quarter. 2nd and 9 for them. Allen will throw. Gets it to Kincaid. He breaks a tackle. And Kincaid trying to stay on his feet. About 2 yards short there of the first down. And that will bring us to the end of the quarter. The Buffalo Bills have come into Miami and have pretty much shocked the NFL. That'll do it for that. And we have 15 minutes of football left. It is 31-10. The Bills have the lead. Von Miller averages a sack per game with the Bills. That is crazy. Man, this Tua, it's a real shame for him. I mean, just so many concussions, man. I mean, not really much going to be happening here. I don't know with Tua, man. I feel like he's really got to consider his options with this whole football thing. I mean, listen, this head stuff with whole CTE and all this. I mean, this stuff ain't. This is really not a joke. You know what I mean? I mean, he has really taken a lot of hits throughout his career. And I dropped my mouse. Great. But now we're back. Terry Pegula, the owner of the Bills. 3rd and 2, handoff to Cook. He will not get the first down. So I'm saying Tua's got to early retire. He might have to. This punt will go into the end zone. A touchback for the Bills. Or the Dolphins, sorry. Skylar Thompson back out there. And Jeff Wilson carries, please. Because I need some points. And that's A-Chain. Great. Thompson will throw here on 1st down, and he will give it to A-Chain in the flats. And he will go absolutely nowhere as Ingold cannot make a block. Bernard there on the tackle. Thompson, I mean, he has some starting experience as he did start a few years ago when Tua was injured against for the Dolphins, and probably will be happening here as Tua, I doubt, will be coming back in the next few weeks, and Thompson will throws over the middle, caught A-Chain again. He gets the 1st down. So now fresh set of downs for the Dolphins as the time continues to run. Just under 13 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Sorry, and no one in the backfield with Thompson. He will throw as time throws over the middle. It's incomplete. Intended for Dubose there. That'll bring up second down. Second and 10 coming up. I don't know why Allen's it's like half his helmet on and something and stuff. Like I don't know what the hell he's doing. Regardless, second down. Thompson will throw again. This one over the middle, caught by Jonnu Smith, able to break one tackle, and he gets around 6 there. Josh Allen has a pistachio farm. Gee, man, that's a big bunch of land. Where the hell has he got where is this at? That's crazy. I know my grandfather used to pick blueberries and stuff, but I don't know if he'd ever want to pick pistachios. Listen, I don't think pistachios are bad. I'll eat them every once in a while. No one in the backfield with Thompson. He will throw. Throws over the middle, and it's too high to Jonnu Smith. And that'll bring up fourth down. The Dolphins, I guess they'll go for it. I mean, what else do they really have to do? And then also Von Miller there. He was about an inch away from getting right to Thompson. I mean, he over pursued, but Austin Jackson just fell over nothing. I don't know what he tripped on. I guess he just overextended his body and he just tripped. I mean, I don't really know what the hell he was doing. Miller over pursued. If he just would have stayed in his stance and just would have stayed on balance, he would have been fine. And Thompson will throw. That is definitely offsides on Von Miller. So this is going to be an automatic first down for Miami. I don't know. False start. I could have swore that was offsides. Eichenberg, the right guard. It's his second false start penalty of the day. So something the Bills are going to have to Dolphins going to have to work on. They have had a lot of penalties tonight. I don't think the Bills have had one. I think the Dolphins have had 7. Maybe they'll play it up here on the screen. And are they going to punt or are they going to go for this? They're still going to go for it. No one in the backfield here with Thompson. Maybe get a little Jalen Waddle action. Maybe. Hill going to move to the slot. Thompson will throw, as all day. He's going to escape the pocket now, and he is going to run. And he is going to be brought down from behind. That was Roseu on the stop, and a turnover on downs for Miami. Buffalo will start in really good field position. And the Buffalo Bills, they have put the NFL on notice, and they have honestly put the AFC East on notice, reminding everyone in that division that they are going absolutely nowhere. I did not expect them to dominate this game like this. I really did not. Des Bryant, Shannon Sharp both tweeting out that they think that Tua should possibly retire, which honestly he probably should just I mean he was considering it what, like 2 years ago? I mean at this point, like how many injuries can you really take, man? I know the fan base would I mean it'd probably be like an Andrew Luck thing. The fan base would probably just maybe turn on you, but I mean, I don't want to say it's a life or death sort of thing, but like it almost kind of is. Like I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say about that. It's one thing he's gonna have to consider. Anyway, so the Bills have pretty much taken out James Cook, Ray Davis in the game. He'll get a carry here, and he'll get a few yards. Get about three, two maybe. I don't know, a little 2-3 action. It's not a weird pause. I don't really know what the commentator. I don't even know what I'm going to be talking about for these next 11 minutes and 20 seconds. I got nothing. I guarantee you it's going to go like until the 3 hour mark, which we're on. Been streaming for about 2.5 hours now. I'm going to go, still going to go to like 3 hours because of all the timeout. See, there you go, timeout Bills. Like they needed it. All the three and outs from stacking the box and the Dolphins not wanting to give up. I mean, it's going to be another half hour of absolute nothing going on. And me sounding like so depressed. Bills wide receivers, the 2023 season. I mean, it's Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Shakir, and now this year it's really changed up. I mean, Shakir's the only returning receiver. You got him, Coleman, Mac Hollins, Curtis Samuel, Valdez Scantling. I mean, you've really changed up your receiver room here. And I feel like the Bills are trying to do the Kansas City thing where you just have, and I guess you could say Green Bay, where they just have a few receivers and they just try to do it through their quarterback, which I only think it can work with the Chiefs because there is no Patrick Mahomes. Anyway, Ray Davis there shut down at the line of scrimmage, and Curtis Samuel going to come in. I haven't seen much of Keon Coleman tonight. Actually, I don't think we've seen him at all. The most yardage from receiving has come out of the running backs, and obviously most of that has come from that James Cook 20-yard touchdown. 3rd and 7 here for Josh Allen and company. Samuel in motion. Blitz looks like it's coming in, and it will. Allen dropping back. He throws this one. It is caught by Shakir, who gets the first down. And he has been the really number one target tonight for the Bills. And you see not the Jets, the Dolphins just kind of dropping back there in coverage. 2 men on Kincaid. Not really anybody looking at Shakir. He kind of got lost in the shuffle. Not too much communication on the assignment. Josh Allen loving the first down. He's 13 of 18 tonight, 139 yards and a touchdown. I mean, to be honest, he hasn't really been on the field that much tonight. And another handoff to Davis. He'll put his shoulder down and get about 2 there. Bills are in field goal range, so a touch, get rushing for too many more yards is not too urgent at the moment. And you saw that connection, Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs for 3 years. And, they were one of the best combinations in the NFL. Passed for the most yards and tied for the most touchdowns with Kelsey and Mahomes throughout that span. There's another handoff to Davis, and he just trips in the backfield, and he loses yards. It's third down now. So 8:36 to play. Third and 11 coming up. Once again, the Bills not needing to get a first down, as they will have a field goal opportunity. Saying they don't lose yardage here if saying Allen gets sacked. And looks like Allen's just trying to draw him off sides, and this might be a delay of game here. Unless they called a timeout. And Buffalo uses their second timeout of the half. .808 remaining in this game. You see Tyreek Hill there on the sideline talking with Jalen Waddle. He probably is not the happiest camper. I mean, maybe he could be. Maybe he should be happy about one thing: he didn't get pulled over this time. Dolphins rushed for more yards today, and now and even the Dolphins have had more passing yards, more total yards. Time of possession is more. The Dolphins have literally have more everything than the Buffalo Bills, but less is more today for the Bills. I mean, they've barely been on the field. They've gotten turnovers in great positions of the field. It's really the turnover. They just won the turnover battle, and they got in great field position. Allen to throw. He's being chased, and he is just going to have to throw this one. Well, I almost had it to Keon Coleman, but it was broken up. That was Fuller there, Kendall Fuller, on the coverage, and the Bills will send out Tyler Bass to put them up by 24, potentially. And Allen running into he hurdled over the bench. Josh Allen really working on his hurdles this year. Hurdled over the Cardinals linebacker the other day into the end zone, and now hurdling over benches. 45-yard attempt here for Bass from the left hash, and he missed it badly. I think it was tipped. Had to be, as I don't think any NFL kicker would kick that one that bad. It will remain a 21-point game, 31-10 with 7:54 remaining in the game. Buffalo still dominating this one. Definitely going to be talk tomorrow morning on sports radio and sports television about if Tua should asking the question if Tua should consider retirement or just should he outright retire, because I think there is no debate anymore that he should consider it. Anyway, the next upcoming streams, we will be having a UFC stream on Saturday for UFC 306, that being at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Then we'll be doing Sunday Night Football that very next night, and then Monday Night Football for the Eagles against the Falcons. Sunday night is the Bears and Texans, by the way. We'll get to see. Honestly, I'm pretty excited for this matchup. We're going to see if the Bears can pick it up from week one. Obviously, they didn't have the best week one. Caleb Williams didn't even pass for over 100 yards. We'll see if they can pick it up while getting the win. See how the defense looks and whatnot. See how the Texans look against the defense and the Bears that really looked great in week one. pretty interesting matchup there. And then Philly, I mean, see if they can continue their success in the United States. And Atlanta, see if they can get on back on track. I mean, they didn't look too good in week one. They lost to a team that didn't even score a touchdown. And then obviously next Thursday we have the Jets and Patriots. Aaron Rodgers versus Jacoby Brissett. I can't really think of anybody else. And somebody jumped. Bill's saying it's on the Dolphins, but I didn't see anybody move. And at this point, I might be wrong about that too. Looks like they're moving backwards, so this looks like it's going to be on the false start here on Buffalo. Or I'm sorry, on Miami. So they'll move back 5. And it'll be 1st and 15 to start. Wilson moving out of the backfield. Thompson will throw. Gets this one over the middle. Caught by Robbie Chosen. And bring up 2nd down. Didn't get all the yards back, but got a few. So now 2nd and 10. He got all the yards back. Wrong about that one. I would like a Jeff Wilson, maybe, potentially, because he has not gotten the ball all game. Barely gotten the ball, and they keep playing this right, and it's actually annoying me. And they'll pitch it to this right, and he's trying to get to the outside, but he'll be met by a wave of Buffalo defenders who will drive him out of bounds. And I'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and long. The Dolphins' upcoming schedule, they're at Seattle, against Tennessee, at New England, then they're bye at Indianapolis, at Arizona, and then they play on the road against Buffalo in week 9. So when's that? Like late October, I guess you could say. Something around there. Is that it? Or early November. So kind of cooler weather. I mean, the Dolphins cannot play in weather that's like below 40 degrees. So a throw here, and now a dump off to A-Chain in the flats, and he's able to break one tackle and staying on his feet and able to get the 1st down, but trips. Yeah, it had some green grass in front of him. Green glass. What the hell am I talking about? Green glass. I'm so stupid, bro. Under 6 minutes to play now in this game. Tua and Tyreek. I'm sorry, Tyreek and Waddle just out the game. They did not have stellar performances one bit. Here's a handoff. A-Chain. Why he's still in the game is beyond me. He came into this one questionable. I'm sure his fantasy managers are loving it, though. 2nd down. Got about 4 or 5 on that one. And for the Bills, I mean, come into here and you just absolutely dominate this game. You get doubted coming into this one. You go on sports TV, sports radio, and they're talking all about like if the Dolphins win. There's pretty much like throwing it out there that the Dolphins are going to win. Pretty just saying like, yeah, they're winning, but you got to do it in Buffalo. And no one really gave them a chance. Thompson throwing it up for A-Chain, who makes the catch. And a 1st down for Buffalo. So, yeah, no one really gave Buffalo much of a chance coming into this one. And then they just come in here. Their defense gets some turnovers that puts. And they take it really just take advantage of the stupid mistakes that Miami was making. And then guys like James Cook stepped up. Josh Allen didn't play bad at all. I mean, he made the throws that he didn't throw much, but the throws that he were making were fine. 1st and 10. And a timeout, I suppose. Timeout by somebody here. whoever it is just used their final timeout. It'll be Buffalo that used their final timeout of the half. And we'll be back. 4:19 remaining in this game. But anyway, back to Buffalo. I mean, I'm going to say right here, right now, unless we see some really great performance from somebody, I think you might have to say Josh Allen through 2 weeks. Unless like an incredible performance from Mahomes against Cincinnati, then I can't really see how you can say that Josh Allen's not the MVP through 2 weeks. I know we've been saying this a lot. I know, like, you're getting in, it's just 2 weeks, yada, yada, yada. But when you're looking at who the best player has been through these 2 weeks, and considering this is his first year without Stephon Diggs since he really was not that great of a quarterback and he had questions around him. The first time in 3 years he lost Stephon Diggs. He looked great against Arizona. Don't tell me don't give me the excuse that they have a bad defense because I don't care what anybody says. Anybody who can hurdle over a linebacker like that who wasn't even fully, who wasn't even like low enough to make a tackle is just crazy. 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. You can't tell me that Josh Allen's not the MVP through 2 weeks unless we really see a great performance. I understand that he only threw for a couple yards today, like only 100, but I mean, call him a game manager throughout this game. Everybody loves to call people game managers, so Do I think Buffalo's the best team in the AFC because they beat Miami? No, I don't think they are. I still think that Houston is better. I still think Kansas City's better. Honestly, I don't really know who else. I mean, I guess you really couldn't say Cincinnati because they lost. I mean, they normally don't play like Cincinnati. Don't really find out it's the regular season till October. And that's when they start to pick it up, or November, really. So I don't know how you could really say that they're better. I guess you could just say that like Kansas City and Houston are probably the best teams. Oh, Baltimore. I forgot about Baltimore. Baltimore's probably better currently. Here's right on the carry, trying to get to that outside. Buffalo had that scouted out. Great job there by those boys just to force him to cut inside, and then you run into a wave of defenders. You run into Carter there, who made the play. Yeah, I'd say Baltimore's better, probably. I'd say Kansas City and Houston are better. So, I mean, you're the best team in your division now. After the way the Jets' run defense looked, and after the way the Bills' run offense just looked, can't tell me that they can't beat the Jets right now. They're definitely better than New England. They're killing Miami right now. Pass over the middle, caught in a first down here by Dubose. So you can't tell me they're not better than every team in their division. And honestly, there's about I don't know. Can you say Indianapolis is better? Possibly. I mean, they put on a good performance against Houston. I can't deny that. I mean, those are probably only really 4 teams I could think. 3 other teams, sorry, that I could think of. That's better than Buffalo right now. Thompson to throw, going to the end zone. It is incomplete. Same pass to Julian Hill, just right over his head. Looked like the exact same same ball that Tua threw. Same route, threw the exact same ball. And just like the same kind of like predicament or sequence just happened. Same route and just right over his head. Just right over his head. That's something. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2:52 remaining, so we're almost done here. You don't have to hear me rambling on for a while as I just try to find anything to talk about. Thompson will throw this one over the middle, caught, and being brought down around the 12-yard line is Smythe. Dolphins only have to run one more play here before the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and 2 coming up. Where the Dolphins go from here, I mean, obviously you were not expecting this to happen. You never expect your starting quarterback to get hurt. I mean, Tua played all 18 games, whatever it was last year. 3rd and 2 over the middle, incomplete, a little behind the intended receiver, Robbie Chosen. I mean, you obviously don't expect your starting quarterback to get hurt after he played the full 18 last year, so the Dolphins were obviously not prepared. They were pretty much done, though, even before, Thompson or Tua got hurt. I mean, they could have scored, but the way the Bills' offense was moving at that time when they had the momentum was just too much. They were still up by 21, so not like they were going to score 3 scores. I guarantee you that. Right in motion, 4th and 2. Thompson looking for a quick throw here. He's going to throw it in the back of the end zone. It is incomplete, intended for Robbie Chosen. It is a turnover on downs. 2:02 remaining. Bishop there, able to break up the play, and Buffalo will just run the ball a few times, and they will end this one. See Chosen there, double teamed, given the outside leverage, and great job there by Bishop picking him up, getting his read on that. Communication there from the Bills between safety and corner, knowing your assignments, and then breaks it up. And then just breaks up the play. Pretty simple there. Not much else to say about that one. And the Dolphins fan painted his face, put on all the gear, and there's gonna be a painful way to take it off after this. And Josh Allen out of the game, Kyle Allen in there. Or sorry, Mitch Trubisky in there. I keep thinking Kyle Allen plays for them. One more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Davis. Gets about a yard. So 2 minutes remaining now. This game's pretty much done. I mean, where you go here from Miami, as I mentioned before the play, I mean, you ran your entire offense through A-Chain this entire game. Let me just pull up the stats real quick. A-Chain had to have about 30 touches at minimum. 22 carries and 7 catches. That's 29. That's 29 total touches for A-Chain. I mean, you ran your whole offense through him the entire game, and you ended up with 10 points. Against a secondary that is not as good as it, on paper, not as good as it used to be. And then you're coming in with a quarterback who, I mean, he played 7 games in 2022. He started 7 games, 57% completion percentage, 534 yards, a pick, and 3 touchdowns, and then played in a playoff game and 40% completion percentage, 222 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. I mean, you really going to be throwing this guy out there and expecting him to have you compete for the AFC East with Tua probably out for maybe 2 to 3 weeks with the way his injury history has been? I just can't say it. God damn. South Alabama beat Northwestern State 87-10. Gee, money. That is both teams were then have a win coming in this one. God damn. 363 yards on the ground. It barely 19 of this quarterback was 15 and 19 passing. God damn. Here's Ray Davis, and he will get the first down. Good job tucking the ball. You'll have to see that there. Most running backs don't do that. And going back to this Tua injury, I mean, once again, just a real shame. You're hoping that he's okay. He's probably still getting evaluated and everything. Yeah, the Bills' dominance versus the Dolphins has really been on display, and I think everybody will pick them heading into their Week 9 matchup. And just a knee here from Mitch Trubisky will end this one. And that'll do it. 31-10. I mean, just a real ASS kicking. To his conscience awake and alert, has full movement and extremities with family in the locker room. Josh Allen, he remains perfect on Thursday Night Football. Coming into this game, he was 6-0. That's probably why I should have bet on them, but I did not. I bet on the Dolphins to win, and look what happened. Of course, every time I bet, it always goes the other way. Well, I already told you guys my streaming schedule. Saturday, UFC. Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football. UFC predictions coming out tomorrow. And yeah, that'll do it for the stream, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Living Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Around the Cog Great. Make sure you guys go follow me next Around the RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Around the RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Around the Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.